something that I need to address and state. And I don't care if I lose followers or whatever. If you're a vegan activist and you're trying to tell me how I should and shouldn't do things according to how you do activism, I will lose respect for you. I've had several people that are activists online try to minimize me, try to basically show me how to use, not how to use, but basically say that these words that I'm using are wrong, blah, blah, blah. Like just the micromanaging. Oh my God. And I'd be damned if I share something that has to do with human rights because like I have multiple values. I try to touch down with everything, not just one topic all the time. It's very draining for me and I get drained. I have to mix it up. I lose respect for these types of people, especially when they do it to me. When they're trying to tell me, "Oh, I need to do it this way," or "I should do it this way." Just like all these like micromanaging, telling me like I need to do it a certain way or I'm not successful type of like BS. Or, like I have to go out there and like break down my nervous system just like they do because that's the only way. And you're gonna come and tell me that I lose respect for people like that. Like, no offense. I do have respect for people who are just, genuinely encouraging people to do activism, no matter what it is, just get out there teaching people. They're like telling people there's only one singular way to do it and trying to control other vegans is how you put a bad taste in people's mouth. It's how we're not going to like agree and want to like divide. Like it's it's not okay. It's not cute behavior. There's just something that you need to learn about yourself because you're literally trying to control. They're literally trying to like learn the best that they can from like where they're at. Everyone is at a different place, you know. And I am not saying about like vegans that talk about, oh yeah, you can go eat backyard eggs and stuff. It's totally fine. Talking about like people are like shaming other vegans for like having like making mistakes and just like we have to have a type of balance. You know what I mean? Just like to stay balanced and like I understand like definitely calling out some vegans that are just like, well, it's okay to completely eat honey all the time. It's okay to eat backyard eggs or whatever. Like, no. And then, I see some vegans projecting on vegans that are just like normalize making mistakes, being in a situation that you didn't really feel like you had a choice in that, and not fucking like grilling them. Like they're clearly like, watch observe them. They're clear and they're, making the steps from that error. Stop it. What the hell are you doing? You're holding the past on that person. Like I've seen like with a couple people or like talking about like that they didn't feel like they had much of a choice or they're in this situation and they're literally saying they're not going to do that again, and they're not, and you can see that, but people just want to pick. What the hell? Stop it. None of us are going to respect you for this behavior. It's just stop. You're being control freak. You're being unreasonable. Just, like, let's agree to not agree on stuff, whatever. But when it comes to, like, some of these things, there are some gray areas. I'll admit to that. There are gray areas. But, we got to stop teaching people to beat ourselves up over that and just continuing for better. That is the goal. Stop telling people to beat themselves up, make themselves feel bad or whatever. Just keep moving forward, keep evolving, keep going. Find your own way, and, like, screw anybody else who wants to, like, try to control how you do activism and stuff. What the fuck? It's like, well, you're not being, like, I've even had vegan actors, you're not being kind. I'm like, oh god. It's like, well, you guys are nothing but a bunch of pushovers. You guys say nothing in here. It's just like mute while these freaking trolls spam all over your Facebook group. Like, no one's saying anything. No one's taking action or saying anything. You gotta say something. Well, that's not very kind. It's like, sometimes you gotta be a dick. Especially if you see right through someone's behavior. It shakes them out of their poor behavior. Some people are so trapped in behaving this way. You gotta shake them a little bit. It depends on the person. And not everyone's gonna see, like, I'm able to see through human behavior and whatnot. But, like, this, like, oh, you gotta, excuse me, kindness has a place. I'm not gonna, like, people please and prance around people. Like, what the hell, dude? No, don't, excuse me. Mind your own business. You can be passive over there, I guess. Whatever. Not real. You're not being, like, real and honest with yourself. These are the vegans that don't even, like, do activism. It's just like, you know, there's many different ways, but, like, these people, the ones that are so passive, they need to deal with their fears more. It is what it is. They got to deal with their fears more, and, find ways to do their own type of activism. Deal with their fears, dude. You know, there's a time and place for everything. You can't just let people treat people that way. You have to be kind to this big schoolyard bully. Oh, like, what? No, you gotta stand up. You gotta mirror their behavior sometimes, cause they're so trapped at times. You kind of have to at times. It is what it is. But yeah, like, like, no, thank you. If you're here to, like, try to, like, dictate how I live my life, how I do activism, how I share awareness. I'm not interested. Get away from me. Like, nothing's worse than people, like, being control freaks. Like, get the hell away from me. No one likes that. No one likes that behavior. It's just how I feel about that. It's like, really, my dude? No, you back away. You just, get rid of these types of people who are like that. Or, like, before you get rid of them, give them a chance, ask them where they're coming from. And if they're still, like, kind of being shifty and just trying to, like, they don't respect how you're verbalizing yourself and stuff and how you're doing things, then you close the door on them, and you let them realize, like, hey, that probably wasn't helpful or kind. Like, you're just being controlling. It's unnecessary. you know Personally, I don't think other vegans should control each other to that degree. Like, it depends. Like, again, if vegans are not actually being vegan, call them out. But some people are saying, like, some of these vegans that are making mistakes and clearly showing that they're still vegan, they're so hard on those people when there's clearly vegans on YouTube, like, justifying and saying that, having a backyard chicken and taking their eggs from them and all that kind of ridiculous stuff, like eating chicken, like, periods, whatever. It's just like, oh, let me, like, have a mom come in my backyard. Oh, she's got breast milk. I need to, like, ask her for milk every day. For the chickens, you just take it from them. So they don't care. Whatever, dude. Like, feeling's still there, whether, like, or not. Like, I mean, like, I've been doing a lot of online activism, and I've been successful and I've been not successful. Like, is what it is. I have to be patient, and like, I have to be aware of my own nervous system when it just starts to crumble. Like, online activism is the best practice before you're in person. It still matters, and I've had people go vegan. I've had people go back, like, they were vegan. They're like, oh shit, you're right, dude. Like, what am I doing? Like, I've had a lot of, like, people convert, even friends. They were stubborn at first. I get it. Like, my own journey, like, I was stubborn in my own ways. I did not have an activist talk to me ever. I did. I did figure it out on my own. It was its own journey. Literally, the universe had been trying to have me go vegan for quite a while. Looking back at all the synchronicities and all the situations is pretty wild and undeniable. But yeah, this is just one of those videos where you're just like, this is how I feel about these types of vegans, and, like, I lose respect for them. It's like, you're not being productive by doing that with me. You're not. You're barking up the wrong tree.